Hi, it's Simon from the Simon Westfall-Kwong Real Estate Group of Keller Williams. How are you doing today? So today we're going to be going over what the 5 mistakes sellers should avoid in today's market. I'm going to be sharing a screen with you guys today. So, and we'll go from there, okay? And feel free to actually give me questions towards the end. I'm gonna go through the presentation and feel free to ask me any questions. And also we can definitely set up a separate appointment as well. So with, in today's market, the key thing is, there's 5 or 6 of them. I'm gonna give you a couple actually bonus as well today. So one of the top things is that, how you live in a house is different than how you sell a house. Decluttering is definitely one of the things that you want to make sure that you avoid. You have 30 years of collectible items, pictures, furnitures. There are many places that you can donate the items to and charities and sell. So definitely, if you can declutter as much as you can, the buyer would like to see the space as much as possible. And the other thing is that you need to know less is more. Today, buyers really want to see how they can live in your house and not how you live there. So you can live a certain way that you may want to like to live your lifestyle, but today buyer, they like to be able to see like their furniture, their painting, their lifestyle that they can live in the house. So less is more definitely in today's market. And definitely, declutter all your personal items that you have, from trophies to your pictures, to all the books you have, all the collectible items you have. So definitely it's something that you want to make it as clean and spotless as possible. And then number 2 is to keep the house really feel light and airy as much as possible. So you might have purchased your homes between 1990s or 2005, that you might have yellow, salmon, red color walls, or beige in the dining room, or full patterned wallpaper. Today, the really key is that, the lighter the color, the better it is. It's really make the room feel much bigger and also more spacious. And you can see the below pictures showing you when you have lighter color wall and also lighter furnitures, and also to make the room much bigger as well. And then the other thing is, one of the things really, really big today is that, before that, staging was just really, was a luxury things to have, but today is really necessity to make sure your home is staged as much as possible. Here is to give you some idea. You can work with a stager or work with an interior designer. Just to give us a little bit of our background, that, before doing real estate for 15 years, I was in the fashion industry and then went to interior decorating, and then continue on to doing business in real estate. So I have a really good eye for colors and concepts and design. So I can really go into see a space and tell you what we need to do. And I keep over today trends and colors and how things need to be. And so by looking at, the 2 pictures, you can see before and after, it really makes a big difference. Today's homes sell a lot faster when the house is staged versus the house is not staged. You can see the difference between the before. That's a bedroom that they have all Legos in there, and as a play area. So we went in and we told them what you need to do, X, Y, Z. And after, this is the end result. And also the next one, you can see the before, how the bedroom looks like. You have, you have blankets throughout the house, and you have like, clothing item, plants, and then extra dresser. And so the after picture, it's the same exact room. And we really just told them how you need to declutter, which is huge. And then we actually did some freshly painting the room, and then restaged the bedrooms. And both of those houses, had multiple offers and get over asking price. So in the next, I'm gonna keep showing a couple of them. But you can see before pictures on top and after pictures on the bottom. There's here, you can see 2 different kitchen on top. One's, they've been living for 20, 25 years. One you can see much longer. So we went in and told them, say, here, this is certain thing that you can do to the house. And you can see the bottom picture, how light and airy, how much bigger it feels and what today buyers are looking for. And you can see the difference between the really old kitchen with the old appliances and the white refrigerator versus then go to, stainless steel appliances and cabinets. And then you go to the dining room, you can see the original dining room to the newer dining rooms. And then also you have the family rooms off to the side with carpets on the floor. We were able to change that out and make it more of a appealing room for today's lifestyle. Again, I'm not saying every single house has to be looking the same, be prepared to be ready, but we'll come in to making sure that we'll give you the most guidance and tells you what needs to do to get you the most amount for your value for you. And our goal is to make sure we can sell your house at the shortest amount of time and highest value as possible for you. And continue on that. Let's say, you might not want to go through the staging process and you'd say, you know what, I want to sell my house kind of empty. So here's some examples. So we have houses that's actually is vacant, empty. So what we do is we actually go in there and do a whole virtually staging for you. And a lot of people don't know how to do this and also don't have the people, the resource to get this done correctly. Because you can see, if you look at all our after picture from the before and after picture, they all look pretty real, right? So, and that gives us a really good sense of visual for the buyer that comes in to look at the house. And they will actually, when they see something that they can relate, and that's when they make their phone call. When they can't see the space, they get, sometimes skip over your listing. We really don't want them to skip over your listing. Our statistic with our listing that people stay on our listing about 13 to 15 seconds longer than most people. Most people today, they have really short attention span. They go really fast on all the pictures and everything. But when we give them reason to look at the picture longer and they can go through all the pictures, and that's when they really get in touch with you. When the first 3 to 5 pictures don't tell a story, they can move on, and your listing is not going to be anything they can come back and look at other than you just substantial changes, and that will become up most likely is the price. So then the next thing you really want to do is, all our listing we go out to, we will make sure that we don't take any pictures on the phone because, everyone takes, different pictures, different angles. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, that I can't tell you how many fabulous homes have horrible cameras photo from a phone, and they put on the market. And also home that's actually look really great, and then they didn't put the effort and energy to put the staging, into it. And you're not really doing the seller any, favor in a sense, because then you won't get the highest value and your house will stay on the market. And then you maybe have to adjust your price because you're not attracting the buyer that needs to come through. So really, you want to be really, your house on the market, the first day on the market is the most important. So everything needs to be all ready to go, from your pictures to your staging to your virtually staging. All those are really important, because today more than 95% of the buyers, start their home search online. So, you won't get a second chance if you don't give make the first perfect impressions on them. And then on top of that, today, we really, because of what's going on today in the world, we're going through a complicated times. So we are doing a lot more virtually items as well. So a lot of listing that we offer is a virtually walkthrough, which is on the screen right here, that you can see all of the different levels, and you can actually do a whole walkthrough to the house so you can see every inch of the house. We also do videos as well, and you can see, I'm going to give you play this video for you so you can see it. You might not get the whole thing as concept because it's the way how it may not be as smooth as the way this is on the website. You can definitely go to the website and check out all different listings we have. And you can see that each one of them different videos and different walkthroughs, and we want to make sure we feature the homes. So you can see this house, we totally staged it from pretty much top to bottoms. And all those bedrooms, with all different staging furniture. This is a master, and you have a nice master bath. And this is actually virtually staged, so you can see we put those together from. And this is also not a virtual stage. This is real staging, live staging. And we try to give them a review of the homes and give you as much visual as possible to see the house. And again, this is a virtual stage gym, and that's a really amazing looking. And we show the backyard, and that gives you an idea of what we do for our clients. And the most important thing is really how to price your house. If you have incorrect pricing from the beginning, it's really gonna hurt you. You really don't want to chase the market in today's market. You really want the market to chase after you. So which means that you really want to price at the fair market value. When the buyers see the value for the home, they will come after it. And then, you can have lots of people come look at it, or you might still want to buy. So which one do you want to be? Do you want to be, on the market, or do you actually want to be in the market? So that's something you want to think about. So when we come to your house, we look through your whole property. We're making sure that we tell you everything you need to do. And then we'll come back and say, hey, this is where your house is looking at, and your price range is at this level, and let's narrow it down to price that we should able to outbeat the competitions. And then, with today, again, during this time, we have this whole new way of selling homes. So we have a whole new virtual home selling programs. So, we can go through all this one by one, or you can give us a call later on. We can explain to you more in depth. So from a listing conversation, we can do doing either on a line, which is a video conference by either, you can do it over a conference call, or also actually we can do a Zoom call or Google Hangouts or FaceTime, to making sure that we can talk to you face to face in a virtually world, and that you can also show us your property as well. And then for staging consulting, we also able to have a stager do a virtually staging consulting appointment review, or we can also do a one-on-one with physical distance, have all the safety protocol in place to make sure everyone's safe, and to have the staging appointment with you. And then we can give you timelines when we can get things done. Our photographers are very, cautious, and they all make sure they have their gloves, masks, and booties on at this time. And, showing, we offer the 3D virtual showing to the video showing to also our team member can actually do a virtually showing to the property as well. And before they come in to do one-on-one showing, right now you have serious buy out there, and we want to make sure the serious buy comes in after they go through all those steps, and making sure that that's something that they want to see this house, and everyone is in a safe environment that we can do this in. And then we'll go to attorney. Transactions happening right now. The attorneys can do pretty much everything online, and they can talk to you virtually, or they can talk to you via the phone. And home inspector is going into the property. They're limiting how many people go into the property. So sometimes the agent needs to sit outside to wait, or sometimes they will actually just send a report. That's depending the inspector, and you really want to find out from that. That's really coming from the buyer side, and they will be inspecting the property. And then certificate of occupancy, like each home, each town has their own regulation. So some town is doing virtual, sometimes coming in, sometimes having you on FaceTime. So definitely, depending on the town, you want to make sure we check each town and to see their policy as well. And in closing, they're definitely doing closing. You can either go in. Most of the time, the seller can be signing the paperwork the day or two beforehand, so you don't even have any interaction with the buyer. And a lot of time, they actually, even the title company is actually doing virtually closing as well, or maybe they can do a closing in the parking lot. So there's a lot of way of doing things, but definitely closing are happening. So that's really the things that you need to know in today's market. So if you are thinking about selling a home, please feel free to give us a call and or talk to us afterward. We'll be happy to set up a time and schedule to do a private consultation with you. And so my number is 973-489-8885. 973-489-8885. Or you can email me at simon@swkrealestate.com. We look forward to speak to you, and you have a great day.